All right, well, it's a beautiful spring day, May, and see over here, it's my logging operation, or at least my milling operation. We felled some some pretty big cedars here, not cedars. We felled some pretty big spruce trees a few years ago that died, and I've been chopping them up into lumber for a furrowing pen. Now, it's my first try at using one of these selfie sticks here. It's actually got some weight to it. Damn, my head's got some shine to it. You know, that's one thing about losing your hair. Like, I don't ever look at myself and really realized how much of a bozo ring I had. I was like, shh, crap, I need to shave my head more. But I ain't that vain, so I don't get around to it that much. Alright, so some other projects we got going around here. We have our new hoop house arrived. So this is a Zimmerman hoop house. What's on this trailer is the same as that big structure back there in the background. So it's about 11 grand in hoop house. Another project we got going is we got rabbits here in the background, and that rabbit tractor has 2x4 inch wire mesh on the bottom, keeps the rabbits from digging out. I got tired of chasing them. And then we need to get our chicken tractor up and running this year. It's a newish tarp that we'll put on there to get that going. And what else? Finally got my John Deere tractor back up and running. But right now I'm actually on the way out to check on the Govee sensors. Some of the temperature sensors have stopped working, so I'm gonna go check those out. Here's one other thing we got. We got our gravity boxes with grain bin. We use them for you can see we use these for our pig feed. Hey, sweetie. Here we have is the furrowing pens I've been building for our sows, and that's where the wood from those trees has been going. Out there we're planting a potato field. So I was really pleased this year. I have a pond, I don't know if you can see it, but it's way back there. About half, 3/4 of an acre pond, and we've lived here for 7 years, and this is the first year our ducks actually found the pond. It's always seemed tragic to me that I've got ducks and I've got a pond and they've never met. But I got a new flock of ducks that really like the pond, so they walk down there usually once or twice a day. Oh, all right. So here's our inside of our hoop house. Grass is getting away from us, but that's life. So, all right, right here is one of the sensors. So I'm just gonna collect these sensors. I'm gonna take them inside, just check them over, make sure they're working right. They're all labeled, so I know which one goes in what position. And this here is an inflated hoop house, and I don't know that we actually need the inflation. I think the inflation is best when you've got a heat source, but we don't have a heat source in these hoop houses. Dang, those selfie sticks, really? I think these YouTubers use these selfie sticks a lot. Gotta have like monstrous forearms. That's really, I can feel that. All right. Change over the arm there. That's the first hoop house we built. This is the second one. You come in here with me. See, we're stringing up tomatoes. So, I'm gonna find my sensors out here too. And there's one. I don't know. Seems like I need two cameras. One facing where I'm looking at and one facing back at me. But where's the other one? Uh-oh. We were hanging tomatoes the other day. And the sensors are normally hanging from these. And haha, it's supposed to be over here. It's been moved way down there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's way down there. So we'll go grab it. All right, so here we go. She's got a bunch of these around, but actually we're gonna collect the last one that actually maybe not the last one, but I don't know. Last one out by the hoop houses anyway. So over there, you can see those poles. Back before COVID, I was gonna start a hops field, and that was my test plot. COVID hit, lost contact with my friend who was gonna start a brewery. And so that just kind of fell away. I do have hops out there, but I never got the wires up for them to grow on. Oh, let's go back this way for a minute. Give you a little look-see. It's not much to look at, but over here, this is where we're going to put our next hoop house. Now, the spacing between these two hoop houses is 30 feet. And last winter, that really wasn't an issue because we didn't have much snow. But in previous winters, 30 feet, when I need to clear snow on the sides of the hoop houses, it's pretty close because you need to pile the snow someplace. And having 10 feet in between when you're clearing a 10-foot swath on the side, or even a 5-foot swath on the side, just isn't enough place to put all the snow, because we got all that snow coming off, plus you got the snow blowing in and the snowfall, and it becomes really tedious to get all that snow out. So I put this one. I'm trying to decide if I want to put it 45 feet or 60 feet out here, but that's going to be the last hoop house that I can put in this row before we hit the ditch over there. So, and I've just been parking my trailers over here. This is a mobile pig house I built a few years ago, so I can tow that around with the tractor. And I really like that one. That one's made with 4x4s, and the pigs don't seem to be too hard on it. They still chew up the wood, but they haven't destroyed it. And then this metal one over here, this I got from a friend of mine. He built these. They got feeders in the back, and they got paneling over top of them, and then you put a tarp on top of that. Now these I don't think will handle the snow load, whereas these ones I can leave up all year. They're fine. So this is more of a summertime house. I actually got two of them. One of them is broken down just on the other side of there. But, and then these are my, on my someday to-do list. I want to build a chicken tractor so I can tow the chickens around. Right now the chickens, let's see, you can see them chickens. So right now the chickens have a door over there on the side of the barn, and they have about a third of the interior space of the barn. And they come out and they've got a compost pile they like to dig through, and they're free to roam pretty much the entire property. Ducks and the chickens both use the same spot right now, but eventually I want to get the chickens out of the barn and just have the barn for the large animal. But we'll see when that project gets built. Then out here, the field out here, you can see two houses. Those are just built on T-posts with 2x4s strapped to them, just so the metal has something to attach to. And those last okay, and they'll work fine for grow outs, but you get too many big pigs in there and they just destroy the 2x4s. You see that's, I don't know if you can see it, but over there, right there, you can just barely see a top. That's the oldest pig house on the, or over there, I don't know, anyway. That's the oldest pig house. It's not much, but some T-posts and a roof. And the other one, that one right there, next to the barn, is another one built on T-posts that I built. That one's lasted pretty good. But the problem with doing T-posts is they are hard to move. The beauty of T-posts is that the pigs can't push them over. The remains of the first pig house I built is over here. It was out where the one behind the barn, or by the barn was. But you can see this. It was built out of 4x4s and 2x6s and 2x8s. But the sow that was in that one chewed through the wood, made a wallow next to it, and then pushed it down into the wallow, completely destroyed it. So, it kind of depends on your pig, but you got to brace them really well. So, this pig house over here is actually one of two I'm going to build, and what they are, that's split into two. Let's see if I can get it there and show you. Still in a work in progress. Need to get the fencing up around it. We do actually have a sow and some piglets in there. That's the other thing you find when you're trying to be a farmer on a low budget, is you collect lots of windows. Anyway, I'm gonna take a look in here. Oh, there she is. And the little piggies. So here you can see we have, I can't really see. So this one has a divider down the middle. Now I just threw that up because she had the piglets before I got the, let's see. This is temporary. That's just to give the piglets someplace to be away from the sow. And there'll be another pen on the other side. And then that's a door that will come out to this area out here, which will be a space where the piglets can go where the sow can't get to. We'll have another one over on that side. So this will be two pens. And then we'll build two more down that way. But walk you over this way. I was saying earlier, when you're trying to do things on the cheap, you end up collecting lots of materials and your place ends up looking like a dump. But that's one of the things I'm trying to do this year, clean it up. All right, this is one of the other pig houses. That one, again, that's T-posts. That's a 3-sided or 3.5-sided, so the south facing has got a half side, so there's just a door. That one works pretty well for pigs in the winter up here. And believe it or not, that three-sided one out there, the pigs liked better than the movable one I showed you earlier. So we had 7 pigs hanging out there last winter, but it was a really mild winter. They did really well. All right, I don't know what else we got going. This pig house over here, the spurrowing pen, was built with lumber all from the area. The poles I got from a neighbor and then processed them down, and the lumber came from a tree in front of me, so really it's, except for the fasteners and the tin on the roof, it's all local. Here's what's left of those, the tree I got that lumber from. I'm gonna put the feet on those and make benches out of them. Alright, well, I think that's it.